So I want to just every time we say the name of our next topic, I feel like I
Oh,
just need to burst into song, and that song in particular is the theme song to the original version of this with Mortal Kombat. We finally got a trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie. I have thoughts. I won't say it was bad by any stretch of the imagination. It could have been a whole lot worse. The best thing I can say about it is this does look like a Mortal Kombat movie. You're not going to get high art out of a Mortal Kombat movie. Um, there was some gratifying stuff in this. I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, but seeing Sub Zero freeze and then snap Jax's arms off was pretty legit. Or seeing Scorpion just go to town on fools. Also, even not being the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, I got a little excited at the end of the trailer just hearing the classic "Get over here!" Like, I don't care if that's cheesy and fan service. That's pretty legit. Some things could be a little more polished, like Goro over here, I think looks a little weird, but at least he looks better than the original Mortal Kombat, which I know that was a practical, but still looks a little wonky. It's a bit of hit or miss on the special effects. Goro looked weird, but the flaming dragon looked amazing. I appreciate that it was a red band trailer more than anything else because you may not have the best story, but at least you're going balls to the wall with the violence and brutality, which they've been upfront and honest about since day one. So, if nothing else, this will probably be a fun time at the movies.
yeah, it's funny you say Flaming Dragon. All I can think of is Flaming Dragon from from Tropic Thunder. But but anyway, oh man, this was difficult for me to sit through. Honestly, I was. It's like they kept the '90s campy feel, and then we're just the CG was a little better. I don't know, man. This was a miss for me. It did not sell me on any of this. This is just not something I'm interested in. And I will say though there was definitely some cool ideas. But I've never been a Mortal Kombat fan, not because it's bad, just because it just was not my lane of gaming growing up. So I have zero interest and I have zero investment. But as somebody that has a little bit more than I am, I'm pleased to hear that you actually got something out of this because for me, it's like I was hearing and watching this type of lore for the first time, and I'm just like, if that's supposed to get me excited, it didn't.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan. I didn't really play them as a kid. I have a couple of them. Believe it or not, in terms of hours logged into playing Mortal Kombat, I think Heather's actually spent more time playing Mortal Kombat than I have.
Oh
She
my.
always tells me that growing up, she would play that with her cousins on the N64, and I'm just going, really? So she actually has probably more of a connection to the at least the OG Mortal Kombat than I do, which I think is kind of funny. Um, I'm still very apprehensive about this movie. You got a first time director, first time writer, and still the biggest red flag to me is you've got all these characters from the original game, which is awesome. Liu Kang, Goro, Sonya Blade, Jax, and your main protagonist of this movie is someone that you completely made up for this movie by the name of Cole Young. And I'm going, wait, you have all these characters in the Mortal Kombat universe, and you completely made somebody up. You didn't just make your narrative around an existing character like a Scorpion or a Sub Zero. You created somebody new. I can't tell if that's genius or the stupidest thing I've ever seen. This is one of the few movies that I'm actually okay with the deal that HBO Max made with the theaters of day and date release of theater and home at home streaming because that means I can watch this but I don't have to see it in the theaters because I was always very much on the fence from day one of I don't think I'll see this in the theater, and I still stand by that. Kong versus Godzilla, that's a theater experience. This, I don't want to come out of it feeling like I wasted $10, if that makes sense. So if it's good, I'll probably go out and see it in the theaters, but I still want to see it because it's got my curiosity, but I'd rather see it at home. I don't feel the need to see it on the big screen, if that makes sense.
Hmm. No, it does. It's unfortunate we have to be forced to make these decisions in a way. I wish there was only one way, that was the theater, to be honest. But maybe that's the best thing for movies like this. I mean, it's for a niche market anyway, and I mean, I hope they didn't overblow their budget. That's all I'm hoping for, to be honest with you.